So welcome again. Thanks for joining me. If there's anybody who I haven't met, my name is Susan, and I invite you to enjoy this next hour of chair yoga. So what's important is that you just do what you can. So don't worry about doing everything. Don't worry about looking the way I look on my, when you're looking at the screen. Everybody's body is different. So let your body be just as it is. Give yourself permission to rest if you need to, take a little break, or just not do something that doesn't feel right for you today. All right. So make sure you're sitting comfortably and begin by circling your shoulders. And then make sure your feet are nice and anchored and you're not leaning into the back of the chair, but you're sitting tall. Take a full breath in and then let it out completely. So just check in with your breath and then begin to turn your head side to side. No rush. Just feel the stretch in your neck if you're getting more on one side than another. And then bring your head back to center. We're going to look up and then down. Keep your chest lifted and try and bring your chest up and your chin down. And then alternate looking up and down. And then bring your head back to center. Try to keep your gaze forward as you tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. So even though we're holding in a particular position, check that your breath is continuing to flow in and out. And gently bring your head up to center and then go the other way. Left ear towards left shoulder. And then come back to center. Do a few more shoulder rolls. I will move over to my other chair and make sure my volume is up on my computer. Go on. So feet are slightly apart, toes pointing forward. You're not leaning into the back of the chair, so there's some space behind you. Right? I'm going to take a breath in here. And as you exhale, tuck your tail under, try to pull your belly button way back towards the back of the chair. And then as you inhale, sit up tall and tilt slightly forward, nice long spine, keeping your head right in line with the rest of your spine. And then we'll alternate. So rounding back into the cat pose and sitting tall, tilting forward into the flat back of the cat. Repeating on your own several times. Your pace may be different than mine, that's fine. A little slower, a little faster. Getting a stretch in the back body as we round, and in the front body as we tilt forward, pulling the shoulder blades back. And then come to sit up tall. Let's stretch the arms up overhead. And then begin to climb like you're climbing a ladder. Take your time, reaching up through one arm, the other. Good, and then exhale, float the arms out and down. And we'll focus on one side at a time. So holding the left side of your chair with your left hand, stretch your right arm up and reach across. Even longer space from your hip to your armpit on that right side. Breathe deeply, filling the right side of your lungs. And then come back to center. Other side, left arm reaching up and slightly over. Try to keep the arm in line with your ear, so don't let the arm come too far forward. You can always bend the elbow a little bit if you need to bring the upper arm bone back in the socket. And returning to sit nice and tall. We're going to walk the feet in, so now they're touching and knees are touching. Left hand can come across to the side of the right leg, just to remind you to keep the knees together. We're going to twist to the right. You can slide your hand along the side of the chair, over the back, or even onto the seat behind you. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. So lifting up through your spine, chest is wide. You're going to gradually turn your waist, your chest, and finally your head. Look back over your right shoulder. Eyes can gaze as far back as you can. And unwind. Let's do the other side. So right hand across, left hand sliding back. Lengthen first as you inhale, and then turn your waist, your chest, your head. And gently unwind. As you come back to center, you're going to walk the feet out wider now. Make sure on each leg that your knees are in line with your middle toes and that your knees are directly above your ankles. So you don't want to have your feet sliding farther forward or pulled back in. Nice straight line down from knees to ankles. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently tilt forward. So sort of like the flat back of the cow, but with your legs wide this time. And then sitting up, turn your upper body. So rotate from your waist and turn to the right. Hands can rest on your right thigh as you lengthen your chest out over that thigh. And then come back up and we'll turn the other way. So turn your upper body towards the left, lengthen your chest as if you were reaching past your knee. And come on back up. From here, we're going to add a little twist by tilting forward and bringing the right shoulder in towards the midline, and then coming up, and then left shoulder tilting in and down, and coming up, first side again, and come up, and second side, and come up. And pausing for a moment, just sitting tall, feel your breath. Getting ready to move into our seated sun salute. You can bring your palms together in front of your heart. Take a full breath in and let it out. Next, inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, gentle bow forward. You can go as little or as far as you are comfortable. Let's inhale and all meet in that flat back. Exhale, just relax your head and neck. Next, inhale, sweep your arms out and up. And exhale, glide the hands down in front of your heart. Full breath in, and repeating that much. Inhaling up, exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften head and neck. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out, adding on. We'll inhale to cactus arms. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center. Hands to heart. Full breath in and out from the beginning now. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, head and neck relax. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up and tilt. Inhale up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center. Hands to heart. Full breath in and out. Let's do that much once more. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center. Hands to heart. Full breath in and out. Adding on now. Inhaling, right arm up, back of the left hand inside your left leg. Slide your left arm down, pressing gently into your leg as you look up. Inhale, rise up, switch the arms, other side. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Full breath in. We'll put the whole piece together. Inhaling up and exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center. Hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down as you look up. Inhale, rise up, switch arms, other side. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out. Once again from the beginning. Inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center. Hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down against your leg as you look up. Inhale, switch arms. Other hand slides down. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in. And now let's do another round. From the beginning, inhaling up. Exhale to bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, relax head and neck. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up and tilt. Inhale, up. Twist. Inhale, center and twist. Inhale, center. Hands to heart. Inhale, right arm up, back of the left hand down. Slide the hand down as you look up. Inhale, rise up, switch arms, other side. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Full breath in and out. And take a moment. You're welcome to close your eyes. Just feel your breath. Let everything slow down. When you feel ready, you can gently release your hands and walk your feet back in towards each other. If you want a little break, you can wiggle all the way to the back of your chair and just let your feet relax. Leaning back, just enjoying the support of the chair for a moment. before we move on. We can start to warm up with feet and ankles, lifting the right foot gently and circling at the ankle, like a big letter O. Take your time to make the circles big. Be conscious of what it feels like. Change the direction of the circles. So in yoga, we try not to move just mechanically. We try and bring our awareness to what we're doing. And then flex that right foot and point. Flex and point, flex and point, and flex and point, and release. Other flex. Gently circling at the ankle. And change the direction. And flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, and flex and point. Release that foot. And then we'll move a little forward again. So if you lean back in your chair, you can bring your hands to the side edges, and just that helps you sit up tall. Anytime you feel like you're kind of collapsing back, hands to the sides of the chair seat can help you lift up tall through the rib cage. So we want to keep that nice lift in our spine. And we're going to flex the right foot and just slide the heel back a little bit under the chair and then straighten the leg out, keeping the foot flexed. So bend and extend, bend and extend, bend, extend, one more, bend, extend and hold there for a moment. Breathe, feeling the muscles working in the top of that thigh. And then gently release. Other leg, flexing the left foot, slide the heel back, and then extend out. Bend, extend, bend, and extend, bend, extend. One more, bend, extend and hold the leg out there, breathe. And release. So from here, we're going to tap our toes. So just start with the right foot. Heel stays on the floor. And just light little taps. And then alternate. Turn the leg out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. And pause. It's such a simple action. You may really feel that in the muscles of your legs. Let's do the other foot. So lightly tapping left toes. Get you started. And then turn out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Okay, good. All right. Let's vary things just a little bit. We're going to bring the hands to your heart and open your elbows nice and wide, chest lifting. So what we're going to do here is alternate opposite elbow to knee. So we're going to lift the right knee and try to bring your left elbow down towards it, and then come back to center. And switch sides, lift the left knee, right elbow coming across. If you don't touch, that's okay, but try to really keep the elbows wide apart. Switching sides. Abdominal muscles can kind of hug in here a little to help you with the leg lift. Let's do a few more. And then let it go. All right. Now we're going to lift the right leg, and we're just going to hold the knee and open it as wide to the side as you can. And then bring it back to center. Open it and come back to center. open, and center, again, open, and center. And at center now, you can clasp your hands around that shin and lift the leg, hugging it in towards your chest as close as you can. Let's flex both feet. Tone your belly, so hug your navel a little bit towards your spine. Sit really tall. You can stay here. Make sure you're breathing in and out. You can add the extension of that left leg out in front of you. Either option is okay. Be sure you keep breathing. Whatever position you're holding. And if you need to release before I tell you, it's always okay. Let's let the whole pose go, feet to the floor. Shake out your hands for a minute, wiggle your fingers. Other side. So you can start by lifting the left foot and holding around the knee, opening the leg wide, and bringing it back to center. Out, and back to center. Open, and center, and again, open, and center. Good. Hug that leg in close to your chest. Sit tall. Tone your belly, so hug your navel in a little. Flex both feet. Staying here as you breathe in and out. We're adding a stretch of the right leg. Breathe fully. And then release. And bring both feet down. Shake out your hands. Wiggle the fingers. Let's do one more hip stretch. We're going to lift that right leg again and open the knee out, but this time we're going to try and lift the foot a little higher. Flex the foot. Take your left hand. See if you can kind of gently rest the right foot on the left knee, and then let the right knee drop down towards the floor. So we want to get the shin bone as horizontal as possible. Right? Yours may not. Yours may be up. Your knee may be higher, but you want to invite that hip to let go, to release. And then sit really tall in your chair. That in itself may give you a stretch in the back of that right hip. You can also tilt a little forward, but here we're keeping the spine long, so no rounding or dropping of your head. Take a few breaths. Again, each person has their own limit in terms of how far to go. That's perfectly okay. Good. Gently release out of this. And once you've paused with both feet on the floor, let's do the other side. So lifting the left knee and opening it wide. Flex the foot. See if you can just assist that foot to rest on your right thigh near the knee. Letting the left knee open out wide and sitting up tall. You may notice a difference. One side may be more open or tighter than the other. So just notice and breathe. Sit up as tall as you can. Hands can press gently into the sides of the seat. Maybe tilting a little farther forward if you're not getting a lot of stretch already. And coming back to sit up, releasing that leg down. All right, we're going to stretch the right arm out in front of us, and then imagine you're pulling on a pulley, and pull your elbow back. Just feel your shoulder blade hugging on your back. Okay? See if you can keep that shoulder blade hugging on your back as you straighten the arm out again. And then keep that arm there. Reach forward with your left arm. Notice that arm may be way out farther forward. So pull on a pulley, pull it way back. Keep your shoulder blade hugging in on that side as well. And then you can straighten the arms. And the hand should be at about equal distance. But let's come into cactus pose. Open the elbows wide, so shoulder blades really hugging on your back. And then as you exhale, bring your forearms together in front of you. So inhale, opening wide. Exhale, hugging in. Inhale, open. Exhale, hugging in. Inhale, open. Exhale, hugging in. And two more. Inhale, open. Exhale, hugging in. Inhale, open, and then just stretch the arms and release. Let's extend that right arm forward with the palm up, and then just gently take the fingertips and try to pull them back towards your body as you press out through the palm. Arm is straight, hands a little lower than your shoulder. Breathe. And release. And then extend your hand as if you were stopping traffic. And one at a time, gently pull each finger back towards the wrist. Thumb, you can draw it down and release. Other hand, left palm up. Try to draw the fingertips back as you press out through the arm. Deep breath. And then stop traffic with that hand and draw one finger at a time. Back towards your wrist, thumb goes down. Shake the hands out. Let's circle at the wrists. And then reverse the circles. Relax the wrist. We're going to bend the right elbow again. This time, we're going to point the elbow straight forward and gradually lift the elbow as high up as you can, keeping the arm close to your face. So you can support the arm with your left hand. You can even reach overhead to draw the elbow farther back. Whichever works for you, try to keep your head upright, so don't push your head over to either side. Breathe. And then release. Other arm. Bending the left elbow, lifting straight up towards the ceiling as high as you can. Drawing the elbow as far back as you can. And gently release. Let's take a big breath, open the arms out wide, and then cross the arms right over left and give yourself a big hug. And then inhale, open the arms wide, and do the other side, left over right, big hug. And release. Good. Let's take a big breath in and shrug your shoulders way up towards your ears. And as you exhale, just let them drop. And again, big shrug, inhaling. Hold your breath, hold it in, and release. Okay. All right, we're going to open that right leg now, all the way to the side. And I like to stay at the front edge of the chair and slide a little bit over to the left. So the edge of the chair, my right thigh is right along the front edge of the chair. Ankle is under knee. Left foot can stay pointing forward with the knee bent, or you can try and straighten that leg. And to do that, we're going to move it on a diagonal. So it's going to the side, but also forward. So walk it out. See how far you need to go forward. The toes turn slightly in and the sole of the foot stays grounded on the floor. So that's the first step. If that's really uncomfortable, come back to the bent knee position. So we want to keep the upper body facing the front of the chair and nice and open. Take a few breaths. Imagine you're standing on those feet. Okay. And then we're going to stretch. Now we're going to move into the side angle pose. So we're going to reach out towards the right, let your whole upper body stretch that way. Bend the right elbow, rest your forearm on your thigh, and then open your chest again. Make sure you're facing the front of your chair. Sweep your left arm out. You can reach to the ceiling. And perhaps you can bring it closer to your ear. Take a few breaths. And then come all the way up. Good. We're going to try something today, which is to turn from here. You're going to bend that left knee. So if you stretch the leg out, just let the knee bend and walk that foot back in. Turn your whole body to the right. So as you pivot, you're going to let the left knee drop down towards the floor. The toes are back behind you. The leg is just heavy, and you're sitting up as tall as you can. If you bow slightly forward, you may find that you can slide the left foot farther back and tuck the toes under, stretching back through that heel. Again, imagine you were standing on both feet rather than just sitting in the chair. So rooting down through the feet, let your tailbone tuck in a little and lift up through your belly. So you want to rise up one vertebra at a time. Bottom of the spine, gradually upward, so your chest is lifted, your head is in line with your spine, and you're breathing nice and deep. Good. Bowing forward once again, relax that back leg, slide the foot in, and then we'll scoot all the way against the back of the chair and move into a twist. So your right hand can rest on the chair back, let it slide across, bring your left hand around, and use your hands to help you turn your upper body. Looking back over the back of the chair, taking a few breaths here. And then gradually unwind. Come back to face the front of your chair. Pausing for a moment before we move into this whole sequence on the other side. All right, here we go. So I'm going to open the left leg. I'm going to slide over towards the right, but keep the left thigh right along the front edge of the chair. Left foot can point forward with the knee bent. Or again, you could try walking that foot out on the diagonal, ending with the sole of the foot on the floor, toes turned in. See if you can get the leg straight. If it's hard to straighten, slide the foot a little farther forward. Keep your chest open to the front of the chair and breathe. Imagine standing on your feet, whichever position they're in. So you root down and lift up through your middle. And we're going to stretch over to the left. So you can stretch your left arm out, keep your chest open, reach way to the side, bend your left elbow, forearm coming onto your thigh, hug the arm against your leg. That helps keep the knee in line with the ankle and shoulders hug back, head stays in line. Right arm reaching out and up. Stop here if you need to, or bring the arm closer towards your ear. Breathe. Good. Let's come all the way up. Now, we're gonna, if you have your right leg extended, walk it back in. Your left hand can hold the back edge of the chair, top of the chair back, because we're going to turn our whole body now over to the left, staying at the front of the chair. So your right hip hangs off and you can let that right knee drop down towards the floor. Pause here, just sitting up straight and feeling if there's any stretch in the front of that hip in this position. And then if you bow a little forward, you may find you can slide the right foot farther back, tuck the toes under, maybe press back through the heel. Pause to take a big breath into the back of your waist, and then root down through your tailbone, hug your navel back towards the back body, gradually lifting one vertebra at a time. So you lift your chest and your head and sit really tall. Bow forward once again to relax that back leg as you slide the foot in. And then scoot all the way against the back of the chair. Left hand resting on the top of the chair back. I'm going to slide that across and bring the right hand around and turn the upper body. Legs stay close together. Breathe once you're in the twist as deeply as you can. And then gently unwind, turning back to the front of your chair once again. Pausing here, stay towards the front edge of your chair for a moment and extend your right leg out. Flex the foot heel on the floor. So we're going to turn a little bit to the right so that you're facing your leg. Left hand can come to rest on your right leg. Keep your chest lifted and try and tilt slightly here. So flat back, right? Not rounding forward. Just going very little bit. You may feel this again in the back of that hip. Take a few breaths. And then it's fine to stay here. If you want to go a little farther, you could start to stretch your hand down towards your shin. Chest reaching forward first with a long spine, and then finally letting your head down and taking a few deep breaths. Gently curl up. Bring that foot back in and extend the left leg. Heel on the floor, sit really tall. Turn your body a little bit to the left. Right hand can rest on your left leg. Take a few breaths, maybe tilting just a little from the hip at first. Feeling where that affects your body. And then keeping your spine long, start to reach your hand down towards your shin. Get as far as you can before you round your back. So keep stretching and then eventually let your head go, let the back round and breathe. And gently make your way back up. And sit comfortably for a moment. Feet are anchored. This is our seated mountain pose. So ankles directly beneath the knees, toes pointing forward. The knees are as wide apart as the ankles. And the spine is tall. So I thought today we would do a practice just familiarizing you a little bit with what's called the chakras or chakras. And those are 6 energy centers that run along the spine. So the first one is down at your tailbone area, the bottom of your pelvis. And there is a sound. Each one has a seed sound. So the seed sound for that bottom chakra is la. Okay? La, like L-A-M, but a soft A. So that's la. If you move up to the second chakra, it's kind of the pelvic area. This is the water center. The bottom chakra is your root, your earth chakra. Center here of your belly is the water place, and the sound for that is vam, V-A-M, vam. Moving up to the third center, it's kind of what's sometimes called the hara or the power center. This is your place of fire, and the sound here is ram, ram. Above that is the heart center, and the sound of that is hum. I'm sorry, that sound is yam, yam. The throat center is the next one up, and that sound is hum. And then the very last chakra is actually considered right up the crown of your head. Right? So it's beyond the spine, and that sound is om. So we chant that every class, but that's connected to our highest chakra. So just to review those, I'm going to go through them as a little chant from top to bottom. So It just goes like this, and you can sing along with me. You can join after me. Okay? So it goes Om Ham Yam Ram Vam Vam. 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 Take a moment, just feel the vibration of that. Just let the sounds resonate. Just sort of tune up our chakras. And feel free to give me any feedback about this at the end of class, okay? I'm curious what that practice is like for you. It's nice to continue that chant for some time. You can do it on your own. We'll do it repeatedly, if not every class, at least in some. Okay, we're going to make our way up to stand. So walk your feet back a little bit. You're welcome to hold the edges of the seat, but try not to look down. Keep your head upright, shoulders back. Tilt a little forward, rock. Get your weight more forward into your feet, and then push into the floor and come to stand. I'll adjust my monitor, and you can stand right behind your chair. I'm going to move my chair to the side. And feet are slightly apart and parallel. Let's start in our standing mountain pose. So feet are slightly apart and parallel, toes pointing forward, knees in line with the ankles. So if you bend your knees a little bit, you want to make sure they don't go in towards each other or out wider. Little bend of the knees. Tip your sitting bones slightly back. So a little bit of a zigzag shape. And then root down through your feet, your tailbone, your legs, draw up through your low belly, lift up through the back ribs, the side ribs, the front ribs, draw the upper arm bones back in their socket, fingertips gently extending down at your sides. Take a few breaths here, feeling this strong posture of the mountain. From here, we'll move into a balance pose. So you can bring your weight into your right leg, bend your left knee, and you can keep one or both hands on your chair. I'll hold the chair to my side because my balance is not great. So I'm going to bend my left knee, open the leg, kind of pivot on the ball of the foot, and then bring the sole of the foot up alongside my right calf. And then just notice how much wobbling is going on in your body. Try to lift up through your ribs, belly slightly engaged, crown of the head high. If you feel safe to release one hand, you can do one hand at a time. Maybe stretch one arm up. You never have to let go of the chair if you're feeling a little shaky. If you feel steady, you can always lift, and you can always bring your foot down. Okay, let's do the other side. So starting in our mountain pose, this time weight in the left leg, bending your right knee, opening it out to the side. Try not to turn your body so your upper body still faces forward. Sole of the foot coming alongside the left calf. Lifting up through your belly, your chest, abdominal muscles engaged, shoulders are back. Keep your head in line. You can focus your gaze on some spot out in front of you. Take a few breaths. Explore your balance if you want, or keep both hands on the chair. You can always have one arm down and one arm up. And then let's all release. Take your feet a little bit wider and make some easy circles with your hips. And then reverse the circles. And pause. Now we're going to walk the feet out even wider. So I recommend bending your knees, tipping your hips a little back, holding your chair as you gradually take your feet, wider apart. So get as wide as you comfortably can. Start with the feet parallel. And then let the heels turn in a little bit. And gently bend both knees. Like checking again that when you open your knees, they're opening in line with your middle toes. And as we bend the knees, there's a slight tilt to the body for this leaning goddess pose. You can keep one or both hands on the chair. You can rest your hands on your thighs, one or both, and take a few breaths. Good. We're going to inhale, straightening the legs, one or both arms sweeping out and up. And exhale down into this leaning goddess. Arms can hold the chair or just go out to the side. And again, inhale, stretching up. Exhale, leaning goddess. One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, leaning goddess. And from here, we're going to turn the left foot to face forward and straighten that leg. Turn the right leg out all the way to the side, but try not to turn your body. So straighten both legs and lift up through your chest. Don't let that left side poke forward. Draw that left shoulder back. We're going to tip the hips to the left and lengthen our torso to the right. So again, trying to keep your head in line with your spine. You're creasing at the top of that right thigh, reaching sideways as far as you can. When you cannot go any farther, you can keep your right hand on the chair. Left arm can reach to the sky. If you feel steady, and if you feel at all wobbly, or you feel like you're going to fall backwards, just lean in a little bit forward, right? Pressing your thighs back to stabilize your base. Right hand can come down onto your leg. Breathe. And gently come all the way up. And that's switch sides, so turning the right foot so it's parallel, or pointing forward, I should say. Left foot turning out to the side. Chest facing forward, right shoulder hugs back, legs are straight, and you're toning the muscles of the legs by imagining the muscles hugging the bones and drawing upward from your feet right into the core of your belly. Now we're going to hinge at the top of that left hip and lengthen the upper body to the left. Right hips tip a little bit to the right, torso stretches to the left. Left side, you can reach way out to the side. So stay long through the side of your body, and then left hand can hold the chair or come to your leg. Right arm can reach for the sky. Nice deep breath. And gently come all the way back up. Turn the left foot parallel and gradually walk your feet back in towards each other. I'm going to turn to the side for this next little sequence. So the hands are resting on the chair and you're starting close into the chair. So feet slightly apart, but don't try not to lean into the chair itself. So you're just far enough away that your thighs are not touching the chair. And see if you can maintain that. So think of pressing your thighs back, lengthening your tail down, and then rising up onto the balls of your feet. Holding there for a moment. Again, feeling any wobbling. Try and keep the weight grounded in the center of the foot. Don't let the weight shift towards the pinky toes. And then gently lower down. Let's do that again. Rising up to the balls of the feet. Lift your chest. If it's comfortable, you can lift your gaze and look slightly up. And return heels to floor. Let's do that one more time. Lifting the heels, lifting the chest, thighs press back, tail reaching down, belly hugs in, feel the stretch in the front of your body. And gently coming down, take your feet a little bit wider, walk back away from your chair, stretching your arms forward, bending your knees a little bit and tipping your hips slightly up. So you're keeping your head higher than your shoulders. Tail is tipping up in the air. Middle of your back is softening down towards the floor. And breathing. And then you can gently pedal, bending one knee and straightening the opposite leg. And if it's comfortable for you, try straightening both legs. Reaching back through your sit bones, stretching your heart forward. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. And then bending your knees, walking towards your chair. Take a big breath in, sweep the arms out and up. And exhale, float the arms out and down. And again, inhale, stretching up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, release. And make your way back to your chair for a brief relaxation. So as you come to sit, you're welcome to slide back in your chair. Feet can release and rest. Hands can rest on your thighs. You're also welcome to close your eyes and just let your eyeballs rest behind the closed lids. Let your breath come and go however it needs to. This is the pose of non-doing. Letting your body just receive the benefits of the practice. Letting go of all effort. Every muscle in your body just invited to let go. Nothing to hold on to, nothing that you have to do or think about. Allow your body to get heavy, sinking into the support of the chair seat, leaning into its back. Relax all the muscles of your face, around your eyes and your mouth. Relaxing your neck and throat, shoulders, chest, your back. Relaxing the whole midsection. Feeling your hips resting heavily on the chair seat. Thighs supported by the chair seat. Knees relaxed, shins relaxed. Ankles and feet. Arms and hands. Very gently. Take a few deeper breaths, inviting in a sense of fresh energy in your body, and gradually moving in any ways that feel good to you. Fingers, hands, arms, shoulders. Little by little coming to sit more upright in your chair. And then joining your palms together in front of your heart. Let's chant the sound of Om, that ultimate chakra sound, to close our practice. Take a nice deep breath in. Om. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me. You are welcome to unmute and ask any questions or share anything that you would like.